friends, and welcome back to Less Junk, More Joy. In today's video, as you can see, we are tackling this basement. We moved into this home in July, and originally it was really organized. Like, I had everything labeled and boxed, and there were signs on the wall for people to know where to put each labeled box, and everything just was pretty much perfectly organized. 3 months later, this has become our catch-all space. There's really no rhyme or reason to any section, and I tried to kind of make like a little play area that you'll see in a little bit. Well, then we have family functions and friends over, and it just gets destroyed, and I never come down here because it just overwhelms me. So today's the day we have got to get it together, and I hope that you enjoy the before and after. This will be a multiple part series because Lord knows it's going to take me a while to get through this. So bear with me through the process of going through every single thing, finding a home for it, or setting it aside for donations or trash or what have you. So just hang out with me while we get this together.
Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your destination.
In the last video, I talked about the cleaning and organizing method that Dana K. White created that's called the Take It There Now method. And in last video, I also said I was going to do like a modified version of that, and I am doing that again. Like I said, if I have not a lot to do, I will do the Take It There Now method because it gets the job done and you don't have a big mess at the end. But in a situation like this, I am more so just kind of taking it to the vicinity that I want it in, and then I'll organize it once I get to that section. So you'll see me kind of just moving things to different sections, and then as I round about to that section, I will just kind of find a home for it and go from there. So a lot of things that I moved over to the new house, well, okay, so I had actually really decluttered before we moved. So let me start there. I did a very good declutter before we moved, but I'll be honest, there was a lot of things that I didn't know if we would need in the new house or not. Like, until you're in the space, you don't know how you're going to decorate it and if your decorations will work and all of that. So there's a lot of things that I now, looking back, should have just went ahead and decluttered and not even moved to the new house, which is frustrating to me because that was my goal, was to not have to have this issue. But like I said, it's hard to know until you're in the house what you're going to need, what you're going to want. And it's better to have it and not regret it than to, get rid of it. And then you're like, oh, I wish I still had that. So anyway, I ended up, not to like spoil everything, but I ended up from this day having 4 cardboard boxes of stuff that I took to a local resale shop that they resell things for you. Of course, you get like hardly nothing for it, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And then if it's something that doesn't sell, then they donate it. So win-win. And it's just easy for you to get rid of it that way. So I did that, and then I had a whole van load full of cardboard that I hauled off. And then I had, I think, 2 trash bags of just trash that I got rid of. So it was a very successful decluttering day. And like I said, it was actually only like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops that I got to work down here on this day. So I was pretty proud of that. I thought that was really good. It takes a lot of time, and I'm honestly kind of embarrassed to even show you guys this part of our life because this is not how I live. Like, this gives me severe anxiety. Every time I come down here, I can't even stand to be down here. So it was just one of those things, like I had to just bite the bullet and do it. I tried every excuse in the book to not even start this day. My daughter had been sick this day. She stayed home from school. We snuggled a lot, one of those days where you just kind of have to make motivation to do anything. But I decided this evening, like, I've got to take advantage of the time that I have, and we're going to get some of this done. So I even told myself, like, oh no, you can't film this because you need to wash your hair and curl it and put makeup on. And that was so silly. Like, no one cares. So we're just getting the job done, and I hope you enjoy it.
I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your
Doesn't everyone just have a random pile of clothes in their basement floor? I mean, I do. No, really. So that box that you saw me carry out was an empty box because I dumped the entire box in the floor. I was in a rush to find a certain shirt that my husband was needing for the wedding that we just attended, and I knew it was in this box. I just couldn't find it. So I ended up in like a complete panic mode. I just dumped the whole thing out to find the one shirt so I could get it washed and steamed in time for the wedding. And I just left the rest of it here. So like I said, I am now going through and taking all the hangers off, and then I can wash them and hang them up in our closet because it is starting to turn cooler here in Illinois, and I am definitely needing some of these warmer jackets. So anyway, I will no longer have a pile of clothes on my basement floor after today. So that is the story behind the pile of clothes. So here I am taking them upstairs, going to go ahead and start the washing machine and get that cleaned up and ready to go.
It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
This is a perfect example of a box of things that I thought that I would want to use in the new home. I had used this candle and candle ring in my old house. I'd used all of those Scentsy warmers and that lamp. I loved that lamp in the old house. It was on my nightstand, but in the new house, I mean, that is just not really the style that we're going for. So, but I didn't know that until I lived here for a little bit, and now I know like 100% I do not want those things. So I am taking those to the resale shop along with a lot of other things, but that was just kind of a perfect example. This box I'm going through right now is just kind of a random assortment of things that got thrown together. At the day that we moved, I actually had to work, so we had a bunch of friends and family that came over and helped move all of our stuff to the basement, and a lot of it at the last minute, there was stuff like in the garage that wasn't quite packed up yet, and a lot of it at the last minute just kind of got thrown into boxes. So there's a lot of that also that just kind of had to have a random last minute box, and it was thrown in, and then I'm going through it now. So not a big deal. This section over here, I was actually pretty proud of myself. I had organized it really well right when we moved in. All the totes kind of have their own thing. So that's a tote of bags, and then to the right behind me, you'll see there's a tote of like the baseball gear. There's the back one has like all of our beach stuff in it, and there's memory bins over here. Those are old towels in case we ever need them. So all of this kind of was still functioning. It just needed some tidying. So we're just going to tidy this stuff up. This is like my son's church camp tote. So anything he needs when he goes to church camp goes in here. He went to church camp this summer, and then they had a random one night event at the church camp. It was like right before school started, I guess, or right after school started. So then of course we had to get back into that tote, and things didn't make it back into the tote. So just things like that, normal everyday life of, being busy and not putting things back where they belong. But we are getting it together today. So
It's a known fact.
this already looks so much better. So I'm hoping by the end of this process that everything is in a bin somewhere, and then we can label the bins and everything will be back to how I like it. So this corner is an explosion of the toys that were supposed to be in the other complete opposite end of this basement. So clearly the kids had a little too much fun and extended the toys all throughout the basement, as you'll see in a little bit. But that's okay. They have fun down here, and that's kind of the point of the basement. Like, they can come down here, they can do whatever they want, and they cannot hurt anything. So the bad thing is it's gotten so out of control that then no one wants to clean it up. So we're going to try to get it back in order so that it's easier to clean up after each little play session. So anyway, you can see that sign up there that says boys room. That's what I was talking about when I said I had all of the walls labeled by room, and then the box would match the label, so that when the friends and family that were helping us move would bring a box in, they would know exactly where to put it. And then that way, when I was ready to unpack a box, I was like, okay, I'm going to work on the boys' room today, and so I could go down there and I can get anything from the boys' room section that I needed, and I didn't have to dig through every single thing in the basement. That was a genius idea, if I do say so myself. It seriously helped me so much. I think my husband thought I was crazy at first, that I was labeling every box and that I was putting all these things on the walls. but it really did help everyone involved, and I am so glad that I did that. So if you are moving and you do have an area like this where you're just going to have to drop things for now, because like I said, we moved all this stuff over in, let's see, it was June, and then we weren't actually allowed to live in the home till July. So we were able to put all of our stuff in here, but then we had to go live with my parents for a couple weeks while we were waiting for things to get finished up. So it really was life-saving to be able to put all these labels up, and then it could be organized. And then, like I said, as I could slowly move in, like, yep, they're done with the boys' room, you can move stuff in there now, I could just go to that section and immediately know what I needed. So it was really, really nice.
You're up in space, you're inside the noise, I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you come.
Okay, the section that I'm getting ready to start is a little bit more difficult. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot in here. The box I'm in right now is the fall bin that I haven't even opened, and it's end of October. So I am digging out a couple of Halloween pillows and things that I can use right now for the next couple weeks, but it just hasn't been on my priority list, to be honest, and I kind of forgot about these pillows until I was going through this. So I'm just digging a couple things out of here and then putting a couple things in the resale shop pile. But then to the right, you'll see like my Christmas decor is over there, and it's pretty organized. It's just kind of over in the section together. And then past that is my husband's hunting gear, and you'll see that in a little bit. It is currently hunting season, so everything has kind of been drug out and is here, there, and everywhere. So, but he has his own little section right there, and he keeps it kind of organized, I guess. But I'm not going to touch any of that because it is not mine. Here's a cute little picture of Mason and Miles from 2015. I love that picture. It's so cute. But so we're skipping over the Christmas section and the hunting section. I don't plan to touch the Christmas section until Christmas, and I'll kind of go through that as I'm decorating. Now we're kind of back to the front of the basement. You'll see me taking things to the staircase. So on the landing, I have bins that I'm taking to the resale shop, and then on the actual stairs, I have like boxes and laundry baskets and stuff that needs to go upstairs and find a home. And then there's like a pile of like just trash, there's a pile of cardboard, and then there's a pile just to go to the dumpster. So I'm just going to go through each box. It's funny because I packed that littler box that I went through first. I moved it to this house, and then as I'm going through it, there's like a couple memory items that I'm going to keep, and then everything else in that box I'm donating it. So why did I even bring it to the new house? I have no idea, but I did. So that's just part of life. That tote that I just took over there needs to go back to our church. The chairs, those chairs I had bought at that resale shop that I keep talking about, they just needed to go back to where they are supposed to be. The kids came down to help me with the toy section. As you can see, that toy section is terrible, and I will help them in a little bit because it is just overwhelming. But so far, this is what I have to go to the resale shop, those two boxes, and then this stuff is to go upstairs that I'm showing you now. Miles, they made a lot of progress. I helped them for a little bit, and now they're putting the bins up. Originally, I had these bins organized by certain toys, so like all the farm animals are in one. I even had the Legos color coordinated in each individual bin. Needless to say, that is not how they went back, but I don't care. I told them just put stuff in bins and put it up in the cabinet. I don't even care. I just want things picked up. So that was the goal for today, is just to get things picked up. It doesn't have to be perfect. And realistically, I mean, that was kind of silly of me to expect that anyway. You know, with kids, it just is what it is. But they were super big helpers, and they are excited to be on the YouTube channel. So enjoy watching them putting their toys away like good little kids.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your destination.
Okay, so this is after about an hour and a half to 2 hours of working in the basement. I got quite a bit accomplished. Obviously, I still have a lot of work to do, but it was a good start at least, and got me motivated to finish it hopefully in the next few days. But we're going to wrap it up here. and call it good for today. The following day after this, I did go ahead and take everything to the resale shop, to the dumpster, or to the, wherever that it belonged. If it needed to go back upstairs and find a home, I did take care of all of that the following day. So I did get those stairs cleaned off and it felt so much better. This was the view outside the day I was cleaning the basement. It was a beautiful day outside. I am loving all the fall colors this year. They're just really standing out. So anyway, now it's time to go back upstairs and clean the kitchen for the evening. It was kind of a mess and we had a lot to get accomplished. So I had showered because I felt disgusting after cleaning the basement. So I went ahead and showered, and you're getting the clean face, wet hair, and pajama look this evening. So I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tidy up this kitchen and get everything back in groove for the following day. It feels so good to end the night with a clean kitchen and a good start to the basement. I feel like I got a lot accomplished today, and that always feels really good. So I'm going to enjoy this clean kitchen for a very short period of time before it gets destroyed again, and sit down and relax in front of the fire and watch a movie with the family. So I appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe and come back for part 2 of the basement clean and organize with me. Bye.